One word that defines the Airbus India talent ethos.
World class, outside in.
A book or a thinker who's influenced your HR philosophy.
Mother Teresa.
Your go-to mantra for team building.
Be genuine. Don't believe in faking it till you're making it.
A leadership lesson that you live by.
Leadership for me is doing those small things again and again that brings joy and happiness and development to your employees over a period of time.
Welcome to CRISE, the GCC Edition, a video series where we engage with transformative leaders at the helm of innovation, growth, and global impact, all powered from right here in India. I'm Shivani Muthana from Your Story, and today we're diving deep into one of the most defining pillars of the Global Capability Center ecosystem, and that's talent. Joining us is someone who not only understands the intricacies of leadership and operations, but has shaped how one of the world's leading aerospace giants approaches people, purpose, and performance in India. So please welcome Suraj Chettri, who is the Vice President, Head of HR for Airbus India and South Asia, and Head of Site for Airbus India's Bengaluru operations. So welcome, Suraj. Thanks for joining us. My first question to you, Suraj, is, we've seen Airbus attaining remarkable growth here with its GCC footprint in India over the years. So from your lens, how has India really evolved as a talent destination for complex, high-skilled sectors like aerospace?
Shivani, if you look back, even a couple of decades ago, private players were not prevalent in this industry here in India. So all that has happened in the last 2 decades. And when we came into India, there was a lot of work that was never done earlier. And so we had to start from scratch, and we were the trailblazers in a lot of stuff that we did. But I think we had to grow our own talent, and we had to be patient. Collaboration was one of the largest aspects in this whole entire talent ecosystem. We took the best that was available from the IITs, groomed them and trained them abroad in Europe, and then we were able to bring them back. And that is one of the aspects we still continue, of sending our people into Europe, bringing people from Europe into India, so that there's a better understanding of how both these ecosystems can work together. And slowly and steadily, today we've reached a place where we wanted to be. We are not where we will be in the future. Thank God, we are not where we were at the start 17, 18 years ago. But I think today we are proud to say that we are capable of establishing a C295 military aircraft production line in Vadodara, along with the Tatas. And of course, along with the same partners, we are also in the future starting a H125 helicopter assembly line, which will be the first private helicopter and military aircraft that anyone will make in India, thanks to the effort of decades of work towards the talent ecosystem in India.
Wow, great to see how you've actually built that engineering talent from ground up, like you said. And has much of that retained over the years?
Touch wood. Our attrition rate is around 3.5%. When I say 3.5, it includes everything. It's not per quarter, it's annually. But I think what excites people to stay with us is this passion of aerospace. What we can get them to work on, future technologies. The excitement for an engineer is the technical knowledge that he gains at the end of the year. Even though I, as an HR person, would love to believe that it's HR that is contributing to this success. In a small way, yeah. But I think talent looks at where they can shine and where they can grow in their technical capabilities, and we can provide that in India for our employees.
Sure. So now you've essentially got about 4,000 people across functions at Airbus. How do you really go about your workforce planning and capability building in a way that really aligns that talent with global engineering as well as your digital goals?
See, everything has to be tied back to business. And we have certain business objectives, and then we work back like any organization does and look at when do we need our people, what capabilities do we need, and how can we get them ready. Earlier on, we realized that dependence upon the ecosystem was not very helpful. So today we have our in house capabilities to groom our talent, to train our talent, to nurture our talent, and get them ready when and where we require them. And like I always say, learning agility is the best thing that can happen in an organization. And I also say that the only digital gawar of the 21st century is someone that thinks he knows everything.
Very rightly put and well put, Suraj. Now, when you look at the space that Airbus operates in, it's very deeply collaborative, cross-cultural environment as well. So, how do you really build a unified culture, balancing global values as well as local strengths across geographies? Because you're of course here in India, and then the HQ across France, Germany, and beyond.
Culture is key and essential. And it's in fact paramount because once you align with the philosophy or the culture, then it does not make a difference where you are seated, whether you are 1,000 miles apart in Germany or France or India. But I think more and more what gets us all together working is the vision that we have to create something wonderful and a marvel of engineering. Our mission itself, that we pioneer sustainable aerospace, which has got us all together, collaborating. And the fundamentals of the culture is the value system,
Right.
the value system that we want to imbibe in each and every employee that joins our organization. If there is no buy in of the culture and the value, I think anything that you do will be fluffy and it will not stick within the organization. Case in point, our attrition rate, even the feedback that we get, we seldom talk about it. Top employers globally, including India, great place to work, about 25 awards from different quarters. All that goes to say is that you take care of the employees and the employees will take care of your organization.
Right. The other big point that you look at when you look at retaining talent is, of course, how they sort of move up the ladder. So, what is your sense of the core leadership capabilities that are essential today, especially for mid to senior level talent as well, operating in these global delivery roles?
So, the first thing that leaders today need to have is this ability to handle this complexity. In this world, what we need is leaders apt as far as emotional quotient is concerned, because that's a key. With the rising mental health concerns that organizations have, and half of it is not even reported, that's a concern. So, you should be emotionally apt at what you do. You should look at creativity and you should have this ambiguity, I would say, maneuvering abilities as a manager. And I think if you have these things, I think the world is your stage.
When you look at how GCCs have also evolved, along with the talent, we've essentially moved from GCCs being cost centers to value centers. What does that really mean in the context of talent, this shift, and how do you communicate that both internally and externally?
Gone are the days where people would come for the cost arbitrage into India. Now, what they are looking at is the value. And they're even going beyond the value. They are looking at what additionally or what competencies can I get from this center. Earlier, a piece of work was given to us. We would only do that piece of work and send it back. Today, we do the entire analysis around it and say, by the way, so that value creation or that value advantage that you can give your parent company is what we have seen. And of course, with the advent of technology, AI, ML, IoT, whatever you call it, we are seeing more and more of this seeping in. And the beautiful part with India, in our DNA itself, we've got the mantra of how to be successful in a GCC ecosystem.
You've been also recognized with a lot of initiatives and championing the cause of DEI as well. So, what are some of the aspects or some of the things, initiatives that Airbus has done that you're proud of?
The first aspect in the journey to diversity is making your leadership understand that it is going to create value. Those examples that you can show, those projects that people have worked on. Value is money, it brings speed and agility, it brings different perspectives to business. That's when you don't have to sell diversity. Like in our organizations, the managers come back and say, sorry, we need more diverse candidates in this slate. And that's the mindset that you should have. And it has to be a collaborative approach. We also believe in giving back in the various STEM initiatives that we have. I can tell you one is what we call WOW, which is Wings of Wonder, where we ask our employees to send their daughters anywhere from 6 to 16 years, run them through an entire program of a week. 2 days in the office, 1 day in IISc, 1 day in RV College of Engineering, 1 day in one of the facilities we have, and give them an understanding of what aerospace is all about. And they can bring their best friend also along with them. And so this is a small way, and we do many other things with the IISc in the underprivileged schools in Karnataka and wherever we are to enthuse these people to join the pipeline for the future.
Very, very interesting initiatives, because I think upskilling is a huge gap sometimes when you look at tech GCCs. How do you stay ahead of the curve when it comes to reskilling and upskilling? If you can share some initiatives on that front as well.
So once you have the roadmap that is available, once you know what are the projects that are going to come in the future, once you have your tech map ready, and then you give them all the facilities that are required.
Yeah.
To an extent, we run engineering courses with IIT Chennai internally. So IIT Chennai comes to us and works with us for the 2 years to do master's degree programs. We work with BITS on the software side, Mahindra University on the basic engineering degrees for AMEs, and we have academies where we train people.
So, Suraj, if you were to advise a new GCC, setting foot in India, what would your top 3 people strategies be in order for them to set up a future-proof talent workforce?
Don't bring in work that has become obsolete in your parent company. Don't make those mistakes on the talent front that others have made. Learn from them. Don't try to learn at the cost of time and money. When you're looking at talent, look at it from a career horizon point of view, because people want to look at how can I make a career with you? And if you don't have that story ready, it's going to be a challenge. The essence of it is you will have to tie up with the universities and colleges that can support you in this journey. Don't try to do it alone.
Great point there. Thank you so much, Suraj, for your time and for, of course, bringing your strategic thought process into talent transformation and, of course, the vision and clarity with which you've built your talent workforce at Airbus. This was CRISE, the GCC edition, where we spotlight the leaders shaping the future of global enterprises, powered from India to the world. Stay tuned for another episode.